So, Ascension of planet Earth for the Rainbow family. This is really happening, folks. We are ascending, and it's happening very quickly now, because there is there is a sort of sudden change that's going to take place. There have been lots of little changes, and there have been these continuous flares from the sun. But now we're going into a very interesting corridor. And we're here at Gamboa at the first vortex. And when people come here to connect to this vortex, the thing that happens is I ask them to close down their mind, get into their body, and ask them, where are you feeling it in your body? It's all about feeling, because that's where we're going. We're going to re-establish our ability to sense. All of our senses are going to come online. Our clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, our intuitive senses are coming online. So we're doing the preparatory work, and that's something we all need to address. So when you sit here and close your eyes and go deeply into your own peaceful body, many people sense the feeling of the heart, the high heart, that this vortex, this spiral of energy that is a natural formation of energy, which was laid down a long time ago and is collected to different planetary systems. Believe that the Palladians were responsible for creating this technology. These places aid us to go through the protocols of Ascension. And the principal protocol of Ascension is to be in your heart, which is by definition the fifth dimension. To be in your heart, to live from your heart. And to do that, we need to move the conscious center from the brain into the heart. And that is a process through a guided meditation, which was gifted via Drumbelow Melchizedek to me and many others, to teach as many people as possible to shift the locus of consciousness in a visual meditation, pulling the energy down and securing it in the heart. So incrementally, we build up our consciousness in the heart, and the heart rewires the vagus nerve and becomes the center, the place from which we are sovereign, because the brain is so easily controlled from exterior sources. We shift that consciousness into our heart and we become sovereign. And if you're in your heart for 51% of the time, and these figures are kind of just for explanatory purposes, if you're in your heart for 51% of the time, then you're in the fifth dimension by definition. By definition, you're in service, because the heart is where we need to express our true purpose through the heart. The purpose will come to you. And the brain then becomes a tool of the heart. Not only that, but the brain begins to unite. The left and right hand side of the brain begins to find balance. So it unites the system into the fifth dimensional protocols. So this planet is ascending, and ascension is simply meaning a change of frequency. We've descended for a long time to denser and denser frequencies. That is turned around now, and we are now ascending. Whether you choose to be a part of that ascension is a personal choice. You can stay in the fourth dimension or the third dimension. That's quite okay. And there's no judgment. Whatever everyone wants to do on this journey is entirely up to them. But given the choice, most star seeds, those who've come here for this time, are part of this process of awakening, part of this process of ascending, of shifting the energy into the heart. Living from the heart, I'm explaining it on a physical level, but we apply everything else we've learned to that process. That is meditation, yoga, breath work. These all play a part in this ascension process. We need a physical practice to give us the discipline of focus, of one-pointedness, so that we can stay focused on our intention, be a commander of our brain. So to slow down the random thinking process and the programming process. So we remove the programs, and this place is designed to do that, or to help do that. So through the use of prayer, we are offering up the programs for transmutation, programs of lack of self-love, of dependency on external systems, the government, the bank, all of those systems, or programs that we're unconscious of, that have been gifted to us by our parents. You know, lack of self-love is one of the biggest I know, but it might be some form of abuse, some form of reactiveness, some form of fear. All of those old programs that are loosely in the bag of fear and unconsciousness need to be brought into consciousness, need to be handed over in a process, a ritual of handing over. And at this time, we're using the violet flame of the dispensation of the violet flame. Now we're just going to walk down to the next vortex and have a little chat about that. Past all the spring flowers. So we're just going to walk up across this beautiful rock, and just walking on the rock is another aspect of this process. Walking on the rock connects you to the earth, connects you to the electromagnetic energy. This place is a Songlion junction full of the energies of the planet, connecting you properly, grounding you properly, so you can ascend. Once you're grounded properly, you can ascend. By handing over the programs, by the prayer work, by connecting to nature, most of all perhaps by connecting to nature. Being in groups, doing group meditations, breath work. But basically, the underlying practice is to get clear of all of those old sticky little programs that have been collected over the lifetimes that you've had on this planet. And get clear so that you can access the heart. Once you're in the heart, the whole dynamic changes. Everything changes. You click into that space and live from that space, you become non-reactive. So whatever anyone's doing or projecting onto you, you don't have to react to it anymore. That time has passed. Debating, having an opinion about something, a past modality, an ancient system, the third dimensional system. The heart doesn't have an opinion because it knows. The heart is a place of knowing. And those that are in the heart don't debate. They don't talk very much because it's all understood, or a better word is innerstood. The inner standing of you're beginning to awaken all of your natural senses that have been denied or shut down through a long period of descension into dense vibrational energy of the third dimension. Look at these guys, they're so beautiful. Just purity. Flannel flowers. Look at them, they're so gorgeous. Look at these guys. And they're just they represent purity. The same color as the ray of purity. Now we're in contact with the great central sun, the source of all life, the Alpha and the Omega. And in the process of meditation, we connect with her. Sophia, Divine Mother of God. There are many names to describe the beginning of life, the source of light. From that light, there is a prismatic effect, and there are different colors that come out of the sun through a prism. The white, the pink, the gold, all of these colors represent an aspect of your journey. And many people know the flame and the purpose for which they came. Many, many people are on the Archangel Michael blue ray, the ray of discipline, protection. And so that ray is a very useful ray. If you've got the discipline to sit in meditation, to observe yourself, to work with prayer work, to hand over at core, cause, record, and effect anything that's disturbing or causing disharmony in your system. Hand it over. and we use the violet flame to hand it over. This is the second vortex on the journey here. This vortex, I call it the talking vortex. Next to it is the rainbow serpent. So we're talking about the same thing. The rainbow serpent is that prism of the fractalization of light into many, many forms, including us. We're light. Everything here is light in a form. So there is appearance of density, appearance of solidity, but actually the gap between the atoms in the body is vast, huge. As big as we are a universe unto ourselves. We have a central sun, it's called the heart. We have universes inside us, atoms with spinning planets circulating each other. As above, so below. So we are aligning ourselves with Mother and Father, bringing those two polarities together in the heart, unifying everything. Purifying, unifying. So Mother Earth and Father Sky meet in your heart. That's the process of the meditation, which I do with the group repeatedly, and gradually you melt into your heart. You realize there's nothing to be afraid of. Fear was always an illusion, a program projected onto us by the darker elements. Now that's going, it's fading away. We are taking responsibility for our lives in all directions. So we must be clear. We sit together in meditation, we hand over that which is no longer serving us, and we walk in nature, and we become of service, automatically become of service to others. So I'm going to sit down now and just chill out.